Well, hopefully you guys have got your coffee and you got 10 minutes so we can just see what OG RAThbun's up to today. Not today. We're gonna work out here. It's a balmy 30 degrees, so let's work outside. Yeah, but it ain't snowing. Hey, we're gonna change the oil in that Cummins Owens RVQG 4000. It's a generator is what it is. We're going to change it. Here's what we're going to use. We got a T30. You'll see where we use that. We got a 12 millimeter. We're going to use that for the drain plug. That's for the cover. Then we're going to use this heavy duty diesel oil 1540. And the reason why is I hear told that the diesel oil has more protectives in it than your regular oil, and that's what we're going to throw in there. We need a 1.6 quarts of that, so we'll have a fourth of a quart. No, what would that be? 4/10 of a quart left over out of that one. Then we're going to use this drain plug, drain pan, put it under there and drain it all. I'm going to try to video it all for you. First thing we're going to do is we're going to fire that puppy up and let her get nice and warm, probably for 5 minutes or so, and then we'll attack it. Okay, I've never even started this thing. I don't know. Yeah, you can also use 30 weight, I didn't tell you that, but I like to use that brand. That's how the lid comes off. Can you see that? That's how the lid comes off. Then it just pops right out of there. Now that we got the lid off, you supposedly start it right here is what it says. Let's see, does it got a... Oh, we got to do this first, I think. Maybe we got to... Oh, there we go. The button came on. That means it's primed, I guess. There we go. Hit it again. Button comes on. There we go. Then hit this. It's cold and ain't been started in months. Okay, hopefully you can see. Let's see. I had to change drain pans, as you can see. Other than we're just not giving me enough room. Let's see if we can get this thing a little closer here so you can see right up in there. Put my finger on it so I can see where it's at. There it is there. You wouldn't believe what we got hooked up here for a camera. And I think it's filming it upside down, but hopefully I can change that. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, here's your little inspection cover right there. And right underneath that's your drain plug. So you take your 30 millimeter and we're just going to take off, loosen this thing up. Ouch! Hit myself with the head with a muffler. Okay, oh man! Well, whoever changed this didn't put that on what you'd call real tight. Look at that. That ain't even tight at all. Let's see if the other's tight. Neither one of them are. So we just need to take one out for now. Little inspection cover here. And we're going to set this over here, a screw, and we're going to slide this over. Okay. All right, we got two cameras going on here now because I wanted to show you that plate right there. I took that screw out. You can see that screw's missing right there. Now I'm just going to slide that over, and then you can get up in there and you can see the drain plug. So now I'm going to pull the drain plug out, check it for metal on the end of the magnetic bolt, and let the oil drain into the pan here. Oh, okay. Back in my pocket there. Now we got the 12 millimeter socket. I wonder if it's going to reach up in there. Let's see if we make that. Yeah, we got it on take her out mode. Oh yeah. Oh, Well, he tightened that up. Oh, yes, they did. Okay. So that is 12. Now then. So we got that broke loose. Where'd I go? There it is, right there. I brought that broke loose. Now I'll take that out and try not to put scalding oil on me. Nope, I got it on me, but it ain't scalding, but it is warm, which is what I need. Now we're going to let that drain completely. If you notice on the end of this nut, there's no metal. I wonder if it's even magnetic. Anyway, I'm going to set this over here in the this drain pan. And then we're going to let that drip, and then I'm going to put it back together just like I took it apart. That's pretty simple, isn't it? Glad I got my rubber gloves. Forgot to put them on. Yeah, she's draining pretty good. It's a little on the dark side, but that's that. Right here's where your air filter is. You got a wing nut, pull that out, and then you got a wing nut holding the air filter in. We might check that today. I don't have a new one, so we'll check it and look at it probably. But and there's where your oil filler is, and that stuff. And right there it probably tells you everything you need to know about the unit right there. We're still waiting on the last couple little drips there. Yeah, all in all, it looks okay in there. But we'll pull that off. I'll get a good camera on it. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm glad I brought my rubber gloves out. They worked really well, as you can see. Alrighty. She's just dripping a drop at a little time. We'll just about ready to put the plug back. Okay, she's about done dripping. I'm going to put some of this paste on there, the tea paste. It's pipe dope, what it is. For the threads on this, right there, I'm going to put a little dab on the threads right there. Not much, just a little bit is all. That's all. Alrighty, got a little bit of that on there. Just gonna put a little bit right in the threads, just like that. Clean off the top. Grab my old sock. Clean my hands off. Never throw your old socks away, guys. They come in handy. Alright, we're done dripping. Let's put this back in there. As soon as I can find the hole. There we go. Now then, we're gonna tighten that. You want to know what to torque it to? Just tight. It's tight. Not loose, not over tight, just tight. That's just about it. I don't know what the torque specs are on it. I don't have a torque with me, so I'm just gonna torque it. It was tight when I took it off. I'll put it back tight when now, there we go. Good and tight. That's good enough. We don't want to strip them. They will strip. Now then, we're going to take this little plate. You know what? I'm going to take that off and go clean it. That sucker's filthy. I'm going to wipe off the grease off this thing, so I can find it at least. Alrighty. Alright, we got that all cleaned off. Don't that look better? Whole thing needs to be cleaned off, but I ain't gonna get carried away here. I'll wipe off this, up off the nut. And I think I'll move that oil because I can see what's gonna happen there. Alrighty. Yeah, wish that whole motor was that clean. But it ain't. Alright, okay. Put the inspection cover back on. All right. Well, I think that might be the reason the guy stripped that sucker out. Uh-huh. Well, we're still going to get her tight as we can. There we are. Now these won't be very tight at all. Like I said, this one's stripped, so good and snug is it. Good and snug. That's on. Okay. Now you've seen how to do this part. I say thank you again to the guy that purchased this thing here for me. This tripod is pretty awesome. You can hang the camera upside down, then you go into editing and flip it. But that's the only way I could get that thing to shoot up into there and get that. So thanks again, guy. That's awesome. All right, now we're going to put the oil in it. Yeah, she's dry. Can you see that? Let's see if it focuses in. She's all off the stick. Lay the stick down, wipe it off clean. Okay. Now, I'm going to put my little bitty funnel in here. That's called over funneling. Can you see that thing? All right. Now we're going to put in 1 full quart. We know it's going to take 1 full quart. Let's see. Ho, 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 no. No leakage. There we go. There we go. Good oil. Like I said, you can do the 30 weight if you want also. But you can't do it if you're going to be in cold weather, and we're in cold weather up here. Oh, it's cold right now. So you don't want to, you want to use the this oil here is good for cold weather and hot weather and in between weather. So that's what we went with. It's a Nampa brand. It was just what they had on the shelf there, and I thought it would do good, and so I grabbed it. Now on the bottom side here, you can see where the oil is, and you got to figure out how far you want to dump into there and leave so much in here. We want to leave 4, what is it, 4, what would that be? Well, here's half, so I'm going to go and leave that much in it, because it'll be a little over half. So let's pour that in there. Takes 6/10 of this. So like I said, half is here. Right. 16 is half. So we're going to take it down to 12. Be close enough. Did we get her? Let's see. Not yet. Hard to. I ain't gonna be able to show you that light's wrong. There we go. We're not quite down there. We're up here. Up here, we got to go down to here. That's half. Yeah, that's pretty close. 1 squirt. That's right on the line there. That's what we're going to call good. And when we got some for left for something else. Yeah. Get out the magic sock. Get all that drained out. Get the funnel. And there you go. She's good to go. Oh, I gotta put this somewhere. I'm dripping it all over. Dripping it all over. Okay guys, I want to show you something. That oil is going to be so clean, you're not going to even be able to see it on the stick here. But you want to check it, make sure you don't have it overfull or underfull. But let me show you a little trick I use to check oil. We're going to screw this in here. There you go. She's in. Now pull it back out. And I hold it level when I do. Don't want it to run. Pull it out, hold it like that. Okay. Now then, you can't see that oil, but if you take a piece of paper and lay it underneath it, you can see that that oil is right up to that line. You see how I did that? Hopefully you've seen that. Oh, there you go. Right there. On the paper, you can see where the clean oil is. You can do that on any oil, guys, that's the way you do it. So we're full. We're good. I might fire it up and let it run a little bit and make sure I ain't got no leaks, which I know I don't, but let's fire it up. Okay. Prime it again. I learned how to do that, didn't I? Now then. Oh, not enough prime. Okay, let's give it a prime. There we go. It may gotta. That's that. That's the oil changed. Now your air filter here. You don't have an oil filter, by the way, but you got the air filter right here. Let's just take a look at it. See if I need to replace it. Got a wing nut right here. That's what my big hand's in there doing, taking that wing nut off. So put that in my pocket, and then you got to take this off, like so. And then you can see the air filter in there. And yeah, that's a tight fit. Okay. Come on, wiggle out of there. They couldn't have put that damn wire in the worst place, could they? There we go. There you go. There's your air filter. And yes, it does need to be replaced. So I'm going to pull it out, show it to you, and then I'm not going to show you me putting it back in because I don't have one, but I'm going to go order one right now. So, another wing nut. Maintenance is the key on all these things. There's your other wing nut, just like the one I took off. Ain't no big thing. Wing nut. Now then, this comes off like so. There we go. Well, that's not right. That wasn't the right way to take it out, but I got it out. And you can see it's dirty. I gotta figure out a better, easier way to get it back in there, that's for sure. But I'm gonna go order one of these. I'm gonna put all this stuff in here. Now I'll take it into the shop, clean everything out, but that's how you do that. Now then, you'd put it back in somehow. We'll get to figure that one out. Well, after messing with it and looking at it, I finally figured out that they put this wire, somebody been in here, they put that wire there in the wrong spot. It was up here. And you couldn't get the filter out. Once I moved this wire down to here, And this one probably should have been moved too, but I just held it out of the way. I was able to get the filter back up in there. So it's all buttoned up. Now all I got to do is come over here and we'll get the lid. Put the lid on it like so. Don't have the tripod out here right now. Like that. Twist that up here. There we go. Up. There we go. And twist this one there, and she's sealed up. I'll drop down that, and we're done. That's how you do it. Don't cut your finger like I did. Anyway, that's how you change the oil in the oil filter. And you're supposed to do that every 100 hours or once a year, whichever comes first. And I'm glad I checked that air filter out because it definitely needed that. And oil change is always a good thing. Just don't overfill it. Overfilling is bad. Underfilling is bad. Get it on the mark. That's it for today, guys.